Open your eyes.
What is up, YouTube? It's RSmario here, bringing you another Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild video. Alright, so today I'm going to go into a video I've been trying to do for a long time, and that is the timeline placement of the Legend of Zelda Wii U. Breath of the Wild. I've had some theories in the past about it, but this time I think I really have a theory I can stick with. Of course, I'll do videos on the other theories if this one does well. Like, say maybe we get to like 100 likes. I might do a video about the other two timelines. But for right now, I'm going to settle on the adult timeline. And here is why. Because I had so many ideas on the other two timelines, and I kept counting out the adult timeline because of all the OOT stuff in there. All, you know, the Temple of Time, you know, Hyrule Castle Town, all that kind of stuff being in the game kind of makes it almost impossible for it to be in the adult timeline unless a few things happen, and that's what I'm going to get into in this video. So I'm going to cover some major points about my theory, you know, covering some major things and try to smooth over as much as possible, see if this theory could hold water, so to speak. So first off, the old man. So we know the old man in this game now. Personally, I think the old man is just an NPC they put in for the demo. I don't really think the old man is going to be in the game, and if he is, it's not going to be like an uber significant role. He might be in the same role he is in the demo as somebody who meets you outside of the resurrection chamber. You know, just kind of gets you started on your way and kind of updates you on the story. But if he is more than you know, what meets the eye, there's a great possibility that he is the king of Hyrule, and he's just in hiding. Now, you know, it's possible. Now, I kind of don't like this theory because one of the most heartfelt scenes in Wind Waker is when, you know, at the end, after the battle with Ganondorf, you know, when you're floating back up to the surface, and, you know, you have that kind of like going down, the captain going down with the ship moment of him going down with Hyrule and just being underwater forever. And, you know, that was kind of a heartfelt scene because Link was kind of reaching out to him, and he was kind of like, nope, I'm not going this time. You know, it was kind of a heartfelt scene there, you know, and for them to just kind of reverse it like this would be kind of lame, but I could definitely see it working out because this actually plays a pretty pivotal point for my theory. Now, here's the next part of the theory that kind of blew up for me, and that was the Master Sword. Now, the Master Sword is in the exact location, at least from what it looks like, that it's in the Downfall timeline, which is why a lot of people think it's going to be in the Downfall timeline. Now, personally, there is one thing I can see here. If the old man or the King of Hyrule removed the sword from Ganondorf's face and placed it in this place for safekeeping until they rebuilt Hyrule, you know, then that will definitely explain why it's there. Of course, Calamity Ganon happens, and he attacks and destroys everything they've rebuilt because the old man removed the sword from Ganondorf. So even though Ganondorf is dead, more than likely Calamity Ganon is the actual incarnation of the curse. You know, so of course he can't really die, you know, because he has, at least not this form of Ganon, can't really die because he has to keep on going because he's the curse. Unless there's a way to break the curse will keep on going forever. Now, speaking of all of the destruction, the Temple of Time and all the OOT, you know, all the OOT monuments and you know, basically all that architecture, like, you know, Hyrule Castle Town, all that kind of stuff. that could definitely be explained by the water drying up and people going back to old Hyrule. Now I'm gonna wrap all this up with this one last point, and that's the Koroks. The Koroks, more than likely, the Koroks are just kind of like a collectible quest type of deal. You know, you find the Koroks, they give you Korok seeds, and you get a prize at the end, more than likely. But if that's not the case, and they do serve a bigger purpose, and this is in the adult timeline, they could definitely serve an awesome purpose for this theory. And that is, they were planting seeds in Wind Waker so they can grow forests to dry up the water. Now, what if the Koroks actually succeeded in doing this? What if the Koroks succeeded in growing forests that would drain away all the water, or at least most of the water, and that's how old Hyrule, you know, was basically dried out. So people could come back to old Hyrule. That's how we have the Temple of Time and Hyrule Castle Town. You know, that's how the Master Sword was retrieved and moved to a different location. Because the Koroks they succeeded in what they were trying to do. This would also explain why there's so much lush greenery everywhere. Because the Koroks and the Korok seeds, you know, created all of this plant life. You know, all these kind of like big forests and grass and just trees and everything, they came from the Koroks. You know, and that could be why, you know, before they had a chance to completely before the Hyruleans had a chance to rebuild Hyrule, Calamity Ganon comes back and destroys what they've started to rebuild. They never have a chance to put the Master Sword back in the Temple of Time, and things just continue on growing. So, this was a weird theory, but I actually kind of like it, you know. And again, you know, if I get like 100 likes on this one, I'll do one for the Downfall timeline and the Child timeline, which those ones are probably going to be a bit easier to do. But that's about it for this. Like, comment, subscribe, and as always, people, keep it real.